An argument between neighbors reaches a fatal breaking point.
There's a big long stick he had there right by the door, and he tried to hit me with that stick.
Okay.
So I had the gun in my hand and I shot him.
And if you thought this suspect was sorry, he tells detectives the victim deserved what he got.
So you just feel that bullies deserve this? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner. The two neighbors had been going at it for months, and the final straw was over loud Mr. Rogers music. It's January 28, 2025. We're in Clarkston, Washington, a city that borders the Washington-Idaho state line. Just before 9 p.m. that night, officers with the Clarkston Police Department receive a 911 call from a man who says he just shot and killed his neighbor.
You get that guy called? Yes. Okay, do me a favor. Slowly walk out to the gravel and then walk down to this guy right here. Is he in your apartment or his apartment?
This is his apartment. Next one over.
The incident report identified the caller as 76-year-old David Boyd. He was immediately put in cuffs.
Okay, why did...
Let me take my phone.
Yes, do me a favor. Put your hands behind your back right now. You're going to go into handcuffs.
Is this room?
He's the number 4. Hey, Sarge.
Yeah.
Will you stay with Nestor and walk this gentleman over to your car, search him, read him Miranda, do all that. Those are not. He'll take care of you over the car.
Officers go inside the home. That's where they discover the body of 53-year-old Chad Vanscotter. The Clarkston PD incident report states David advised dispatch that he shot him once in the chest and once in the head, and he is beyond help. It goes on to say Chad's apartment door was open. An officer said, "I could see he had bullet wounds to his chest and a bloody face."
Every time you squeeze his wrist, blood's coming out through his mouth. Okay. Somebody needs to... We need to secure both of these residences. So if you'll stay there, I'll stay here. 106. Medics are clear to come in. Okay. There's a camera inside underneath his body as well. Take a step back. I'm going to start taking pictures.
David reportedly told officers after the shooting he went back to his apartment to put the gun down and wait for police to arrive. As for why he allegedly grabbed a gun to confront his neighbor, he says the tension between the two reached a point of no return.
And those are double locked so they don't get tightened out. So just take a seat in there for me, okay?
See, I'm 76 years old.
Okay, hold on before you say anything. Alright, I'm going to read you something, okay? Alright. So at this point, this time you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions, or make any statements. Do you understand the rights I've explained to you? Okay. Having those rights in mind, were you willing to answer some questions for me?
Sure.
Okay. Can you walk me through what happened tonight?
Well, basically, Chad thinks that I said something derogatory about him.
Okay, who's Chad to you?
Chad, he's just my neighbor.
Okay.
I don't even know his last name.
Okay.
And when I first moved in there, he was fairly nice to me. We would come out, sit and smoke pot out in the front of the house there.
Okay.
And would come over and talk to me when I was sitting out in front of the house, and he indicated that he wanted me to be his chauffeur and to drive him around and do things for him.
Okay.
And I said, well, I can't afford gas to be hauling you around or anything. And so, I don't know, a couple weeks in, he just suddenly stopped coming out and stayed in his house all the time. And a couple of workers were working down here in this first apartment, and I had walked down and talked to them, and one of them had asked me if Chad was bothering me. And I said, no. I said, occasionally I hear him closing his cupboard doors in his kitchen, but otherwise he hasn't bothered me any. And for some reason, they told him that I had said he was banging his cupboard doors and keeping me awake.
Okay, so what happened tonight?
For some reason, he put a radio in his kitchen.
Okay.
And just had it blaring. And I couldn't even hear my TV because of that radio that he had blaring in there.
Okay.
And then I turned everything off and went and laid down in my cot, and I still couldn't sleep because I could hear the radio blaring in my front room.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, about 8 o'clock or so, I got up to go to the bathroom, and I went out there, and he had taken the radio out of that area and put it over in the bedroom area and had it blaring. It's still blaring right now.
Okay.
And I couldn't take it anymore. I can't sleep. It's like I'm paying $850 a month for that apartment, and I can't sleep. I can't do anything in there because of him. I'm like a little mouse sneaking around in there, closing my doors real softly so that I don't irritate him. And so I went over and knocked on the door, and he come to the door, and he had a stick, and he tried to hit me with the stick.
He what, sorry?
There a big long stick he had there right by the door, and he tried to hit me with that stick.
Okay.
So I had the gun in my hand, and I shot him.
So can you repeat that one more time? So you had the gun in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you have the gun in your hand?
Because I'm afraid of him.
Okay. Because of the incident that happened before where he said he slapped you? Okay. Tonight, was there anything that he did to you physically?
Yeah, he hit me with the stick.
He hit you with the stick?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did he hit you with the stick?
In the face, and he didn't leave a mark or anything. He just he tried to hit me hard, but he couldn't because the door was there in the way.
Okay. So you went over there to confront him about the loud stereo?
Yes, to ask him to turn his music down.
According to the incident report, officers noted they saw a brown walking stick lying beside Chad's body. From David's point of view, his intention was to get Chad to turn down the music. The only reason he claims he fired his gun was because Chad allegedly hit him with the stick. But it still begs the question why David would even bring a gun to confront Chad over loud music.
He answers the door.
Yes.
And has a stick in his hand.
Yeah.
Were you able to say anything to him?
No, he just automatically started whacking at me with the stick.
And where would you say he hit you?
On the side of the head, I guess.
Right side or left side?
Kind of on the left side by my ear.
Okay. And so he hit you how many times?
Couple of times.
Couple of times. So on that side over there?
He hit me hard because he didn't have any room to swing it.
Okay. And then what did you do?
I shot him.
Okay. How many times did you shoot him?
I think 3 times.
Okay. And again, the reason was because he was hitting you with the stick.
Yeah.
How big of a stick is it?
It's about an inch and a half across, about 6 foot long.
Okay. All right. Well, just hang tight for me. Again, nothing else on you. I'm going to take everything out of your pockets, all right?
David is transported to the police department for interrogation. He reveals a little more, like that he just moved to Clarkston a year prior to the shooting.
I lived in Moscow for 20, 25 years. I worked at the university for 20 years. And Clarkston's just a different community than Moscow.
So David and Chad didn't really know one another that long. This wasn't some feud between neighbors that had been going on for years and years and years. So why didn't David just call police to report a noise complaint?
I still couldn't sleep because I could hear that music even with the doors shut. I could hear that, I think it was a radio, had like, I don't know what he was playing. It was, let's see, it had, what is that show where they had the guy with the train track, and it was a kid's show.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. He had that on.
Okay.
And of course, the sound carried through, and I couldn't sleep. I've kind of lost it. It's like, what am I going to do? I called the management company and talked to a girl there, and she said, she'd call him, and well, when she called him, he turned the music up, or muted the sound up louder than it was before. And he's done this before. When I had called the police, and the police had come out, and after they'd leave, he'd turn the sound up louder than it was before.
Okay.
So you called the management company tonight? What time do you think that was?
About 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And I just couldn't take it anymore. I got dressed, and I went and took my gun and walked over there, rang his doorbell, and he didn't even bother turning the sound down on this like he normally does when somebody rings the doorbell, and came and opened the door and saw that it was me, and he grabbed that stick he had there. There's a stick about 6 foot long by, I don't know, probably that big around, and started swatting at me, hit me in the side of the head with it.
What was he saying?
I don't remember. It was kind of garbled. And then he realized I had the gun in my hand, and he kind of backed away a bit, and then came at me again. And when he came at me, I shot him. I think I shot him like right in this area, in the chest. And then I think I shot him like in the chest area a second time, and he kept coming at me, and so I pulled the gun up and shot him in the head.
Okay, so you think the first shot was around in the stomach area? Okay.
But he had such a big stomach that I wasn't sure that it would have done any damage.
Okay.
I don't know. And he didn't bleed. It's like I could see a little bit of blood running out there, but.
So you shot him the first time in the stomach area, and then you did what?
I think I shot him a second time in the stomach area or in the chest. I'm not sure.
Shot a second time?
And then he kept coming at me, so I pulled it up and shot him in the head.
Okay.
Court documents reveal David had other intentions following the shooting that didn't include turning himself in.
just one more thing that I have here. When you took the pistol over there and you ended up shooting him, you went back over to your apartment, set the gun down, and you made a comment to me that you thought about shooting yourself, and but you couldn't bring yourself to do it because you're 76 years old and didn't want to spend the rest of your life in prison. Did you know at that point you did wrong?
I don't think I did wrong.
You don't think you did wrong?
No.
Okay. Then why? Then why did
Like
you?
I said, the guy was a bully.
Right.
And,
So you don't think you did wrong because he's a bully?
yeah.
Okay.
And he attacked me.
But why would you say you didn't feel like spending the rest of your life in prison?
Because I figure that's what's going to happen.
Why is that?
What other choices there?
Well, so what he's getting at is you said, you shot him, but you said you didn't think you did anything wrong, but yet you were wanting to kill yourself. So why kill yourself if you didn't do anything wrong?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like I said, I'm stressed out.
I understand that. I do, Dave. I get it, and I think Commander Daniel even gets it that you're stressed out and that you're at your wits' ends, and that's why you took this harsh, stance that you did. Is that true?
Yes.
And so what I'm trying to figure out from you, and only you can tell me this, is, you say you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. Did you believe you were wrong in what you did, even though he is a bully? Or what's your explanation for that?
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
You don't have an answer for that? So you just feel that bullies deserve this? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay. And that's an honest answer. I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty on that. I'm just trying to figure out kind of where you're at.
The police report states, in the living room in a notebook on the dresser, opened up with an ink pen sitting beside it, there was a handwritten note. The note said, "This a-hole has pushed me past my limit, and I'm going to kill him and then kill myself. I can't take it anymore." Another note allegedly said, "If you find me dead, please call blank at blank. Thank you, Dave. P.S. Just let me go. I'm tired and my heart is worn out. Do not resuscitate me, Dave." The report goes on to state the other note was directions on how to get into his bank and get his money out after getting his death certificate. Stop all auto payments and take whatever you need from the house and sell what you want. Take rest to St. Vincent de Paul's and donate it. David Boyd was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. He was held on no bond. In June of 2026, he pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. David Boyd was sentenced to 23 years in prison, meaning if he's released from prison, he'll be 101 years old. Online records show he's serving his sentence within the Washington Department of Corrections. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Inside the Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with another case.